Hey, it's me. Welcome back to another video. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing videos. Today we're diving into the captivating narrative of Genesis chapter 12, where we meet the patriarch Abram. Let's delve into the rich tapestry of this biblical account and explore its profound meaning, the call of Abram. The chapter opens with a divine summons. The Lord speaks to Abram, commanding him to leave his homeland, kindred, and father's house and journey to a land that the Lord will show him. This call marks a pivotal moment in Abram's life, a call to adventure that will shape not only his destiny, but the destinies of many generations to come. God promises to make of him a great nation, to bless him and make his name great. These promises lay the foundation for the covenant relationship between God and Abraham, a covenant that would extend to his offspring and encompass all families of the earth. God further assures him, "I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee, and in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed." These words echo with prophetic significance, pointing to Jesus Christ, who would be the ultimate blessing for all nations through his sacrifice on the cross. Abram's departure. Upon receiving this divine call, Abram wasted no time in setting out on his journey. He heeded God's words, demonstrating obedience and faith. It is important to note that Abram was 75 years old at the time of his departure from Haran. This detail foreshadows the challenges he would face in fulfilling God's promises, particularly in regards to the long-awaited for offspring. Accompanying him on this journey was his nephew Lot. Together they embarked on a significant adventure that would lead them to the land of Canaan. The journey to Canaan. As Abram and his company ventured into Canaan, they encountered the Canaanites already inhabiting the land. This encounter serves as a reminder of the people who would later become God's chosen nation. During their travels, they came to a place called Sichem, which is today known as Shechem. It was here in the plain of Moreh that God first appeared to Abram, reaffirming his promise to give him the land. In response to this divine manifestation, Abram built an altar, acknowledging God's presence and power. From Sichem, Abram moved to a mountain east of Bethel, where he again built an altar and called upon the name of the Lord. These acts of worship demonstrate Abram's faithfulness and his desire to maintain a close relationship with God. Throughout their journey, Abram continued to travel south, setting up camp and altars along the way. The narrative then shifts to a period of famine in the land, leading Abram to journey down into Egypt in search of sustenance. This move was not an uncommon one during times of scarcity, and Abram likely hoped to find provisions and perhaps even a temporary refuge. In Egypt, however, a new set of challenges awaited Abram. The Egyptians were captivated by Sarah's beauty, and this admiration soon turned into a plot that threatened Abram and Sarah's well-being. Pharaoh's court saw Sarah as a prize to be won, and their attention caused Abram to devise a plan to protect himself and his wife. He suggested that Sarah should pose as his sister rather than his wife, hoping to deceive Pharaoh and safeguard their lives. While this deception may seem questionable, it was a common practice in those times to protect oneself from those who coveted one's wife. As the story unfolds, Pharaoh takes Sarah into his palace, showering Abram with gifts and elevated status. But this arrangement soon faces a setback as God sends plagues upon Pharaoh and his household due to Abram's wife being taken. When Pharaoh summons Abram, he expresses his anger over not being informed of Sarah's true identity. However, he quickly rectifies the situation, returning Sarah to Abram and providing him with even more gifts as a token of reconciliation. And that's a wrap on Genesis chapter 12. Join us next time as we continue our journey through the Bible, uncovering more profound truths and stories that have stood the test of time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more enriching content. Until then, may the words of Genesis chapter 12 resonate in your heart, reminding you of God's promises and the importance of faith in the face of uncertainty. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Until next time, may the peace of God be with you.